Good afternoon, everyone. And as you know, it is later. That obviously means this is my Saturday. Welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. I am your host, Tiffany Daniels. Now, over the last 2 weeks, while we've been talking about the JRC since the overturn of the ban, we've been largely going over how major media outlets have been covering this. In the past, from what we found out was going on as of April, we've been looking at the JRC, looking at testimonials. We've been hearing things from Jennifer Masumba, Lydia Brown, Shane Neumeyer, and others. But since the overturn of the ban, the main voice on this channel has been, well, mine in regards to how I feel about the torture of this place. So this afternoon, instead of digging through more testimonials, instead of digging up more ridiculous garbage that the mainstream media is tokingly putting out, hoping that we'll be quiet, I'm going to do something else. We are going to be going over the reactions from the autistic community. So we're going to do one of two things. First of all, we are going to watch one video that happened from 2 weeks ago. This was right as everything went viral. And then we are going to go on to the Stop the Shock thread. And we're going to be seeing how things have been going, what has been making us so frustrated. So, let's go ahead and get started. Now, this is from Gymnast channel. It's called Gymnast Journey Grace. This video is entitled My Autistic Thoughts on the Judge Rotenberg Center Electric Shock Therapy on Autistic Students. See the disclaimer there? School wins battle to continue shocking disabled students. My Autistic Thoughts. Alright, here we go.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to be talking to you about an article that I disagree with, and it's about an American school called the Judge Rotenberg Center, and the article is called "School Wins Legal Battle to Electric Shock Children to Correct Behavior." So let's get into it. The Judge Rotenberg Center for Children with Disabilities can continue its use of electric shocks on its students as the Food and Drug Administration ban has been overturned. A federal court of appeals ruled on Tuesday that a Massachusetts school for children with disabilities can continue administering electric shocks to its students. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration had previously banned the electric shock treatment used at the Rotenberg Center. Canton, the institution created the device to correct aggressive or self-harming behaviors in children and adults. The Court of Appeals found that the treatment falls into the medical regulations and therefore is beyond the remit of the FDA. With this treatment, the residents can continue to apparently participate in life-changing experiences and enjoy visits with their family, and most importantly, live a life full of freedom and in safety from self-injurious and aggressive behaviors. They will continue to fight for their loved ones to have this life-saving treatment. The Judge Rotenberg Center in Canton is the only school in the US that still uses this electric shock therapy on its students and has suffered criticism from disability rights advocates, including the Mental Disability Rights International Charity and the United Nations, which considers the practice evil torture. There are around 300 students, including over 48 overnight residents, at the Judge Rotenberg Center. According to the Massachusetts News, around 55 of these people are approved for the graduated electronic accelerator device, which remotely administers a powerful shock to the person's skin. However, a 2006 report by the New York State Education Department found that the device was used for minor disobedience and behaviors that were not seen as aggressive, health dangerous, or destructive, such as nagging, swearing, or failing to maintain a neat and sensible appearance. This report also found that the school has no evidence or even has considered the potential negative effects, such as depression or anxiety, that may result from the use of this observed and destructive behavior strategies to individual students. The school claims it has a website that it has provided very effective educational and treatment to both emotionally disturbed students with conduct behavior, emotional and psychiatric problems, and those such as with intellectual and hidden disabilities such as autism spectrum conditions. The independent newspaper has contacted the school for further comments. So, what are my thoughts as an autistic woman? I'm absolutely disgusted that the school is being allowed to give electric shock therapy to people with autism. This is totally
Yes.
inhumane and should not ever be happening. I am absolutely horrified that the FDA ruling has been overturned. What the hell are the US government thinking? I know that I can't do much as an autistic advocate and autistic woman here in the UK, but I know it is time to end this inhuman treatment and inhuman way of behaviour. It needs to be banned across the board and should never have been introduced into the school, especially for people with
Yes.
autism and mental and handicap conditions. I feel this is pure evil medieval torture and abuse of vulnerable and scared children and adults
Liked
who are in their
immediately.
care, and you're meant to be people who protect and serve us and help us to potentially live a better and independent life. You are causing the problem. You are people who are trying to fix us and cure us. Enough is enough. It is
Amen.
time for the abuse of autistic people and people with mental disabilities to end. I am calling on everyone to share your voice against this horrid, evil, supposed treatment. We can make change if we stand together. Let's end the abuse of all disabled and autistic people, and we need our voices to be heard. Let's stop this evil, disgusting treatment, and let's stop autistic people being given isolation and further such harsh punishments. I hope you understand why I had to do this video. I will also link another YouTuber's video down below and link a actual video of an autistic person being shocked after this video. Please like, comment, share and subscribe. I normally don't do this kind of content, but it was very important for me to make this video, and I will see you all soon. Bye guys!
Stop for real. Stop. Ow! Ow!
Okay, obviously that's parts of the video I've never seen before. I'm gonna have to pause it. Okay, we're gonna finish this a little bit quickly because I'm really gonna have to breathe before I move to my next video today. It's a part of the video I haven't seen before. I'm okay. So here is some of the things that we have been posting. Here's some of the top. This is Jennifer Musumba's reaction to the news of the verdict getting overturned. I'll click on it and maybe go back to the beginning so we can hear. Okay.
People is not real, or that people are just like making it up or making assumptions. It's real. This is a picture of me back in 2002 wearing an electrode. Actually, in this picture, I'm wearing 5 electrodes on my body. One is on my lower arm. If you see how my sleeve is pushed up because there's...
Seriously? Sorry, folks, my net's been wonky. It'll take a minute to load. But that is Jennifer Masamba. We've seen her on this channel before. She is a survivor.
One on each of my upper arms, and then I had one on my stomach, and I had one on my leg. You can see the wires coming out of the bag from behind me if you look like right there. I was there from 2002 to 2009. I was on both the regular shocks and the GED4, which is the stronger shocks. And it was a living nightmare. I was so anxious and terrified and on a constant basis. When you're anxious like consistently and you never come down with that anxiety, it takes such a toll on your body and your mind. The shocks hurt terribly. It's not just like a little pinch like they might try to make it seem. They hurt really bad, and they take over like your whole limb wherever they shock you. And they make you sleep in them, take a shower in them, do gym class in them, everything. And I'm going to show you an actual picture of my recording sheet of all the things I got shocked for. Okay, so this is a list that the staff would carry around with them of all the things that I was supposed to get shocked for. I know it's kind of small.
I'm going to see if I can zoom that. No, I can't. We'll have to... Oh, good. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, it's kind
hard
of
to
blurry.
see, but I'm not very good at TikTok, and I couldn't figure out how to make it be the whole screen. Sorry. And some of the things I got shocked for, I actually got 5 shocks for some of the things. I was tied down to the 4-point board, which is like a locking restraint board, and I was shocked 5 times in 10 minutes, and I was not supposed to know when the shock was coming. Just to add more terror to it, in case being shocked wasn't terrifying enough, then they add the element of surprise to it. This is real, and it's still happening. It like makes me happy that all of a sudden everyone's noticing what's going on, because this has been going on quietly for, I think since the 80s they've been using these shocks. Don't quote me, maybe in the 90s, but a really long time. And advocates have been fighting, but it's been...
From Masamba, everyone. An actual victim who was brave enough to show her a part of her medical record, some of what she has been shocked for. I'll see if I can't find it blown up so we can actually take a look at it a little bit later on this channel. And then this is the full video, which I'm gonna share. Obviously, there is more on there. I'm going to make sure to go ahead and link this in the video description. But guys, this has been the reaction. People reliving. Victims reliving. And that verdict came out. Reliving. A lot of people talking about their times in institutions and how they were treated. But mostly, a whole lot of autistics coming out. I'll go back here. I want you to see what the latest is that we've been doing here. It's going to take a moment to load. Like I said, we had a big storm and everything's been wonky ever since. So, go up a little bit so that you can see. So we have been working tirelessly, all of us around the clock, coordinated and uncoordinated, to get the word out 24/7. There's been a lot of exasperation. There's been a lot of, why don't people care that this is happening? It's been very difficult to get the word out. It really has. We've seen a lot of things start taking place where everyone was so active when everything went viral, our family members, but everything's just kind of drifted down to complacency. And then you see consistently the same people posting. Me, some others, neurodivergent, rebel, all of us, rubber guy again. You see this. It's the same. It's us. All the time. All of us. Reporting constantly. Getting next to no exposure except for that token little reporting. People trying to help. But mostly, we're just exacerbated. We're trying to get people to sign the petitions. We're trying to get mainstream to actually care. We're not talking about token reports that they do on their websites. We're talking about actual national news. Big news channels doing the reports. Talking about the FDA ban being overturned. Talk about what's going on in those schools. We haven't had that kind of media attention since 2012, and all y'all medias seem to act like it ain't still going on. It is still happening. Sorry, I'm kind of losing my point here. My point is we're exhausted, folks. We were exhausted when the ban came out. We're exhausted since it's been overturned. Not a single one of us is going to stop. Not a single one of us is going to quit. But God damn it, we need help. We need your voices. We need pressure, especially right now. We have a Hail Mary sitting in right now in the Massachusetts House. Bill 225. We got a Hail Mary to shut this down and make it stop. We need pressure. We need international pressure, national pressure, and certainly statewide pressure. We need all eyes on Massachusetts right now. We need it now. We need this information spread now. Because while we speak, since their great victory, what happened to Andre McCollins, what happened to Jennifer Masimba, what happened to Torres, is happening to other kids. 6 of those kids in the past are now dead. We need all of you. Every last one. We need all eyes on Massachusetts. We need that legislator to know not only are the constituents of their state watching, but that the nation is watching, that the world is watching, that they need to make the right decision. All right, folks, this is all I got for this afternoon. It's really a plea. I'm going to go ahead and close things out. Now, as always, folks, we don't get very many views on this channel. The few that we do get do tend to get removed from time to time. So please, folks, don't forget to hit that like button. Hit subscribe. Don't forget to hit the comments. I do appreciate your time. And as always, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.